Hey, what's going on out there, YouTube family? This is Samuel Leggy here representing TeamJVS. I'm back here again for another movie review that is associated to Toronto International Film Festival 2021. Hopefully you guys are doing okay. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. I am about to go over the movie called The Starling. Now, this is starring Melissa McCarthy. It's also a newcomer. He's been around a couple of different things. Chris O'Dowd. I forgot how to pronounce his name. It's got David Diggs, it's got Kevin Kline, Timothy Oliphant, and a slew of other interesting newcomers. They even got Loretta Devine in this. But it centers around two specific people, and that is Lilly and Jack. Lilly and Jack had a daughter, and tragedy befalls them. Without going into too many details, if you've seen the trailer, you understand the severity of the situation. This is not for the faint of heart, just so you understand that. And from that point of loss, pivots them into a spiral. But it's a different spiral for both individuals. Jack has a mental spiral that he cannot come back from. And Melissa has an emotional spiral that technically she cannot come back from. And Melissa is the only one that is still able to kind of deal with some semblance of reality. And she sees her backyard, her front yard, and wants to go and clean it. And all of a sudden this ravenous starling bird starts to attack her. And it's like, this is his domain. And no matter what she does, he just keeps on attacking. Matter of fact, he's like making her bleed and all this kind of stuff. And so she's visiting her husband, and one of the psychiatrists suggests to her to go to this other psychiatrist that she knows. And this is where Kevin Kline's Larry's character comes into play, because Larry, technically, he's no longer a psychiatrist, he's actually a veterinarian, which coincides with her situation because she needs to figure out how to get rid of this starling. This film was actually really beautiful. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it, as a parent, and also as a husband, it strikes so many emotional chords. Because one of the things that people don't understand when it comes to marriage, you're taking two fully realized individuals, meshing them together and telling them to evenly go through a door together at the same part. The thing about going through a door like that is that there are some parts of you that have to be cut off. If they don't, then you're not going to make it through together. And somebody's going to either go through it by themselves, or somebody's going to get left behind. And I think that through this circumstance, it is a character piece of the strength and the weakness of the human heart when it comes to not only loss, but adversity and circumstance and sacrifice, and how that can spur different emotions. Because one of the things that, the character played by Chris, Jack, he very much so loves his wife. And there was a quote that he kind of left, is like, I love her so much, but I hate how strong she is. And it's kind of like with her, she's just so strong, but she keeps everything in so much that she doesn't really articulate her needs. And nobody's going to look for that for her. She's going to have to output them herself. And I think that from a psychological standpoint, it's so visceral. It's so immersive that I kind of was like, the whole entire picture, I felt like I was on the edge of tears. Even when there's moments of levity, like her trying to, combat this bird and sitting there using the football helmet and try to stop it, or, going and trying to kill the bird or whatever. Like, there's just so many different moments of that give you a breath to breathe. But even throughout, there's so many human moments. There's a moment, I feel like it was set up so well from a directional standpoint, where Lily's character tries to go to see the husband, and the husband refuses her. And she just, all of a sudden, she starts having this like spat. And it's kind of like, it can look at like, oh, well, she's kind of like freaking out, she's kind of just, but no, like, it was a real riveting moment. It felt like this was really actually happening in real time. And I think even when there are moments that don't feel like that, those moments shine through more than others. There's beautiful moments, like beautifully shot moments. There's a moment where they're just out there in the lawn looking at the stars. And just it's just such a beautiful, sincere moment. The movie has so much wholesome value to it in the midst of so much tragedy. And I don't know how they balance it, because there's an equal measure of joy, funny laughter that's not over cringy, drama, serious drama that near life and death kind of drama, and they find a way of balancing it. And I think that's the thing that's hard for me to kind of put my finger on with this film, because I really did enjoy it. I think that this is probably one of Melissa's best performances she's done, and I think that she was a good pairing with her and Chris O'Dowd. Like they really do have great chemistry. But even with Melissa and Kevin Kline, like that's great chemistry as well. But he's a vet. And I think that certain moments within the mental hospital didn't work. I think they were a little too much over the top. Those are the moments that kind of was like, well, I get the comic moments. But then there's a moment where the character Jack is finally having some semblance of a break. And he's just interacting with these kids. And it turns very dark very quick. And it's very sad. It's very sad. And it's very real. And I think that that's the thing about this film, is they don't hold any punches, which I thought they would. And I mean, not that things end up wrapped in a nice little bow, but they don't necessarily be like, oh, well, we're just going to beat you on the head with a lot of other stuff. It really is a natural progression, that it's almost like you look at life not as something that's a sprint. It's not a 40-yard dash. It is a marathon. And I think that the reality of this, even with some of the situation that's going on with the Melissa's character, Lilly, some stuff didn't get resolved at all. And same thing with the character Jack. And that's life. That's reality. And I think I love that, the essence behind that, of not just wrapping everything up. But I would rest this at a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. I thought this was a very fine film. And I think that it's so much heart behind it that I think that you're going to get a lot from it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below as soon as you check out the movie Starling. Make sure you like this and share it if you don't mind. We have a lot more continued coverage of Tiff 21. Make sure you push our post notifications, because you don't want to miss what we got coming next. All right, guys. Peace, everybody.